Hello, I'm Sam with HOCOA, your home repair network. Please like this video, share it, and if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. There's a button here or here, I don't know. But anyways, please like this and share it. Today, I'm gonna be discussing hiring a handyman. And this is a question we get a lot because we get calls almost daily for handyman work. And sometimes the question comes up, should I hire that handyman by the hour or do they bid the project? And it really depends on the handyman, but there's some things that you need to look at or that you want to look at first, when you're hiring a handyman. And let's look at what a handyman does, okay? The honest fact is different handymen have different types of skills, okay? They're not all created equal. They have a range of skill sets and a range of tools of what they might be able to handle. And in the state of California, we have handymen that can do big projects and small projects. Well, the big projects, they technically need to be licensed. That's right, the state of California has over 40 different license types. But if you're doing work under $500 in total, labor and materials, it's only they don't require a license. But let's go into what the things are, the skill sets, if you will. Typically, if it's like a simple repair, that's when it might be okay to hire a handyman. So for instance, like a plumbing, a leaky faucet, or minor carpentry work, or you need to switch out the switch. That's when it might be okay to hire a handyman. And sometimes you might have those projects grouped together. But some handymen have different skills. They might not do any electrical, except for just switch out a switch or put in a new light fixture. But those are the things that you got to think about. And so what I would recommend that you do first and foremost is start a list, okay? Write down your list of items, to-do items that you need to have done, okay? And then with that, you're gonna find out, you're gonna go ahead and look for the appropriate professional because it might be better suited for a licensed specialty contract. If you wanna add new light fixtures, you don't wanna hire a handyman for that, okay? And when you get that licensed specialty contractor, they'll give you a flat bid, okay? They will give you a bid and say, okay, I'm gonna pick on Maritza, our producer here. Maritza, to put in 3 can lights in your kitchen, it's gonna cost this. And here's labor and here's the materials. That's gonna be for a specialty contractor. But for handyman, typically for minor repairs, they're gonna say, hey, you know what, I'll charge you by the hour. And some may give you a list of items of what it would cost. So those are some of the things that you're gonna have to think about when hiring a person. Now, one of the things I guess, well, Sam, they were only here for 30 minutes. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, they charge typically anywhere between $45 to $65 an hour. Some handymen might have a minimum. They might have a 2-hour minimum, so that's why it's important to have that to-do list before you start calling. But it all depends on the work. How many projects do you have? Would it be good to go and test this handyman first before you actually give them a whole list of projects just to see how they perform? That's a good idea. But you need to find a good handyman. Now, I'm assuming for this video, you already know how to find a good handyman, and this is a shameless plug for us, obviously. You can call HOCOA, your home repair network, 760-720-7474. You can also text us at that number. We can help you find a good handyman. But the question is, do I pay him hourly or do I pay him a flat rate bid? There's pros and cons to both. On the pros with the paying the hourly rate, you know exactly what you're getting for the hour, okay? You can find out if they're fast or slow. Do it on very simple projects, minor projects. Expect to pay the full hour unless you've talked to the handyman up front ahead of time to say, hey, look, if this takes only 30 minutes, can you give me a discount? Know that ahead of time. And most handymen are probably gonna say no, because they gotta drive to the job site, drive back. That takes them the opportunity out of another job. So find out what the hourly rate is. Start with a very small, you may think it's a simple project, but there might be more to it. That's why you're hiring a handyman for that. And then once you get to a bigger place where there's more projects, and again, they're handyman projects, might be a lot of little things, such as chair molding that needs to be reattached. Maybe you have a piece of baseboard that needs to be redone. Maybe you want to switch out a couple of light fixtures to ceiling fans. Those are projects typically that a handyman can handle, or install a new door where there's an existing door. Not necessarily framing something up and putting in, I mean, some handyman can do that, some can't, but the important thing is that you have that list that you build. If you're working with a handyman that you haven't worked with before, it's okay to do it by the hour, and maybe just do 1 or 2 projects with them to see how it goes. And then what you can do is ask for them for a flat bid moving forward if you'd like. Again, this is something to kind of protect you, the homeowner, with before hiring that handyman. Hey, what do you charge hourly? And again, a good handyman who's insured, you want to make sure that they have general liability insurance, and there's a whole list of reasons why, but make sure that they have general liability insurance. List you a certificate holder. If you go through HOCO, we can send you a copy of their general liability insurance if it's a handyman in our network. But if you're going outside of our network, check the references, call those people up, ask them how they did, ask them if they would hire that handyman back again. Those are some of the things that you want. But on the topic of what this is about is the bid and the hourly rate. Hourly rate, you know what you're getting. The bid, hey, if they finish in 2 hours and you're doing the math in your head, well, that's only $100, but he quoted me 150. Well, you did the bid. And sometimes it's better to do that. The biggest thing is make sure that there's a guarantee in place. And how valuable is your time? You know, that's the other thing too. So I hope this answers some questions, probably created more questions than it's worth, but please feel free to give us a call, text us if you have any questions. I hope you like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or hit the notification button for our future videos. And if you have topics that you'd like us to discuss, or people that you'd like us to bring on board to talk to you, or to share their knowledge and information, please let us know. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And my name is Sam with HOCO, your home repair network. And as Ben Franklin said, the bitterness of poor quality remains long after the sweetness of low price is forgotten. For those of you that don't know, cheap is cheap. Quality is worth the price. Thanks again. Have a good one.